Play. It's a busy day on the island of Sodor. Let's see how one of the engines is doing today. Which engine is feeling happy? That's right. It's Henry. Henry is excited when Sir Topham Hatt asks him to collect an important visitor from Brendam Docks. During Henry's run, Ari and Bert tease him about being the only engine that needs a special type of coal. How does Henry feel after Ari and Bert tease him about being the only engine that needs a special type of coal? Embarrassed. Yes. Henry is embarrassed after Ari and Bert tease him about being the only engine that needs a special type of coal. Later that day, Henry is excited that a photographer is about to take a special picture of him for a book about the engines of Sodor. Suddenly, Thomas races up so that he is in Henry's picture too. How does Henry feel after Thomas races up to be in Henry's picture? Surprise. Yes! Henry is surprised after Thomas races up to be in Henry's picture. Later that day, Henry is sad when he scares away the Sodor warbler, a special bird that visitors have come to see. The visitors are happy to see the bird riding on Henry's buffer later when he goes to pick them up. How does Henry feel after the visitors are happy to see the Sodor warbler riding on his buffer? Happy. Yes! Henry feels happy after the visitors are happy to see the Sodor warbler riding on his buffer. It's the end of a long day, and Henry has been really useful. Now it's time for Henry to go to sleep. Click on Henry to say goodnight. Good night, Henry. Play again. It's another busy day on the island of Sodor. Let's visit one of the engines. Which engine is feeling happy? Yes, it's Edward. Edward is happy that he's been given a special by Sir Topham Hatt. Later, when Edward chooses to complete his special rather than play with Charlie, Charlie says that Edward is too old to be a fun engine. How does Edward feel after Charlie says that Edward is too old to be a fun engine? Very happy. Edward is not. Edward is not. Yes! Edward feels sad after Charlie says that Edward is too old to be a fun engine. Later that day, Edward is worried that he doesn't know how to be a hero and thinks that he must be strong, fast and stern, like Gordon. Sir Topham Hatt tells Edward that being kind, gentle and funny is what makes him a hero. How does Edward feel after Sir Topham Hatt tells him that that's right? Edward is very happy after Sir Topham Hatt tells him that being kind, gentle and funny is what makes him a hero. Later on, Edward is surprised to see that Sir Topham Hatt has a moustache and wants to play hide and seek with the children. Later, Edward learns that the man with the moustache is Sir Loam Hatt, Sir Topham Hatt's brother, who's come for a visit. How does Edward feel after Edward learns that the man with a moustache... That's right! Edward feels happy after Edward learns that the man with a moustache is Sir Topham Hatt's brother. It's the end of a long day, and Good night, Edward. Play. It's another busy day on the island of Sodor. Let's see how one of the engines is doing today. Choose the engine that is feeling excited. James. Edward. Emily. That's right. It's Thomas. Thomas is excited that there will be a party for his friend Hero, who is making a return visit to Sodor. Thomas forgets to invite the other engines to Hero's party because he's too busy looking for a present. How does Thomas feel after he forgets to invite the other engines to Hero? Thomas is not happy. Yes! Thomas feels embarrassed after he forgets to invite the other engines to Hero's party. Sometime later, Thomas is feeling sad. Charlie tells him a joke. How does Thomas feel after Charlie tells him a joke? Happy. That's right! Thomas feels happy after Charlie tells him a joke. Sometime later, Thomas is worried when the giant balloon that he's taking to the fair for Mr. Bubbles floats away. Thomas delivers a new giant balloon just in time for Mr. Bubbles' show. How does Thomas feel after he delivers a new giant balloon? That's right! Thomas feels very happy after he delivers a new giant balloon just in time for Mr. Bubbles' show. It's the end of a long day. Good night, Thomas. Play. It's another busy day on the island of Sodor. Let's see how one of the engines is doing today. Choose the engine that is feeling worried. Henry. That's right. It's James. James is worried about getting his delivery wet as he looks at a puddle on the tracks. Thomas races through the puddle and splashes James, ruining his delivery of strawberries. How does James feel after Thomas races through the puddle and splashes him? Happy. James is not happy. James is not. That's right! James feels angry after Thomas races through the puddle and splashes him. Later that day, James is unhappy that he's covered in mud. Flynn uses his water cannons to wash the mud from James. How does James feel after Flynn uses his water cannons to wash? That's right! James feels very happy after Flynn uses his water cannons to wash the mud from James. Sometime later, James is happy that he's taken a load of children to the picnic. A cork pops out of a lemonade bottle on Thomas's passing special and hits James. How does James feel after a cork from a lemonade bottle hits him? Very happy. Surprised. Yes! James feels surprised after a cork from a lemonade bottle hits him. A lot has happened today. Now it's time for James to go to sleep. Click on James to say goodnight. Good night, James. Play again. It's another busy day on the island of Sodor. Let's see how one of the engines is doing today. Which engine is feeling happy? Henry is feeling... That's right! It's Emily. Emily is happy that she gets to help Percy with a delivery. When Emily tries to help, she knocks over a car of apples. How does Emily feel after she knocks over the car of apples? Very sad. That's right! Emily is sad after she knocks over the car of apples. Sometime later, Emily is sad that the flowers she is delivering to Knapford Station have been ruined in an accident. Emily finds a new flatbed of flowers and delivers them to the workers at Knapford Station. How does Emily feel after she delivers the new flatbed of flowers to the workers? Yes! Emily is very happy after she delivers the new flatbed of flowers to the workers at Knapford Station. Later that day, Emily is worried that her delivery will be late because she has run out of coal. Thomas helps Emily by making the delivery for her. How does Emily feel after Thomas helps her with the delivery? Happy. That's right! Emily is happy after Thomas helps her with the delivery. A lot has happened today. Good night, Emily. Play. It's another busy day on the island of Sodor. Let's visit one of the engines. Which engine is feeling embarrassed? Toby is feeling angry. James is feeling... Yes, it's Gordon. Gordon is embarrassed that the waste dump has become a mess while he is in charge. Scruff helps Gordon clear the tracks and make the waste dump neat and tidy again. How does Gordon feel after Scruff helps him make the waste dump neat and tidy again? Happy. That's right! Gordon feels